Hey guys, I'm Rajan, or I guess University Girl 20. I decided to make a video because all the cool kids are doing it, and I like to think of myself as cool, so here's my video. If you can see my room, I apologize. It's a horrendous mess right now because, I mean, it just looks like a hurricane just like passed through. There were several casualties, such as my shoes, just everywhere. I've had the most insane week ever, mostly due to an art history paper that was just the most heinous art history paper ever. And you would think, like, you know, I've written a lot of papers in my time being a college student, but for some reason just writing five pages on the cult of St. Thomas of Becket and the stained glass windows of Canterbury Cathedral, it wasn't happening. So that's what I spent most of my week doing, stressing about this paper. And I don't know. I've come to the point where I've decided that to be an art history major, you pretty much have to be Catholic, which I'm not. Because, especially if you study like medieval arts, I mean, let's be honest, most of art, especially in Europe, until like, I don't know, 16th, 17th century, has basically focused around like the church and God and saints. So it's insane because they have so many saints and they all have their special little thing. It's like this tiny little thing that it's like the only way you can tell any of them apart, and it's really hard to keep them all straight. And there are just way too many saints. Like, do you have to memorize them all, or it's like Pokemon, like the like 150, you know, and you just gotta catch them all or something? I don't know, because there are just way too many. And even like you have patron saints of like everything, like whatever career you could possibly have, there's a saint for it. Like patron saint of carpenters, patron saint of shoemakers. Do you even have? Well, I guess you do have shoemakers because shoes have to get made some way, but not, I guess, in the traditional sense of shoemaking. But I don't know, just way too many. Like, take St. Thomas of Becket, for example. He was a really important saint back in the day. He was like from Canterbury, like he was the Archbishop of Canterbury, and his only like claim to fame is that he got killed by a bunch of the king's knights. And I'm like, does that really make you a martyr? I mean, really, does it? I don't know. Like, he became the archbishop because he was like buddy with like the king. And then he like stabbed the king in the back. Like, the king expected him to like be his pal or whatever, and like make sure the church didn't get too uppity with their power or whatever. No, Thomas was just like, you know what? Church can do whatever it wants. It's the house of God. And the king was like, Thomas, that's not cool. But Thomas was like, whatever. I do what I want. I'm the archbishop. And it got to the point where like Thomas Becket had to go to France to get away from the king and his issues. And the king, well, like, you know, so Thomas is in France, and the king wants his son to be crowned. Usually you have the Archbishop of Canterbury do it, which Thomas Becket was. But since, well, he's in France, so he had, like, another archbishop do it, and Thomas got really offended, like, dude, that's my job. It's not cool. And it just all went downhill. Like, Thomas had, like, that archbishop, like suspended of his duties, and like the other people involved in it like excommunicated, like really hardcore stuff by the Pope, because apparently he was buddy with the Pope too. And so basically he's just being kind of a jerk to the king, who was his friend. And then the king, I don't know, did sort of kind of have him killed. So I don't know. And it was like inside a church. Like the knights were just like busted up into Canterbury Cathedral, like, yo, Thomas, like, take this. And then like they killed him like in the middle of the church. So it's kind of a big deal. But anyway, sorry about that like long horrendous story. That's basically been my week and my paper. So yeah. I guess other than that, I guess the only thing of like any real important is the weather change. Like, it's getting cold now, and I don't like the cold, but I don't know. It's, you know, it's a natural part of life, winter, so okay. But I just wish someone would tell the people who love to wear shorts and flip-flops in 30-degree weather not to do it. Like, we should set up like some kind of like patrolling, like, I don't know, police unit or something that would just go and like clothe these people, because it is really bad. And because aren't they cold? Like, I would think you were cold if you were wearing like short shorts when it was like 29 degrees outside with a wind chill and you had flip-flops on. Like, I don't know, like, your body would have to feel that and just be very unhappy. Because I would feel really bad if those people got pneumonia and died from just, like, from exposure to the cold like that. And it's totally preventable, you know? Like, just throw on some pants, throw on a pair of jeans. I mean, we're not asking for much. Just clothe yourself properly in the winter. And also, why do people wear socks with sandals? I've never gotten that, but why that happens. I've seen it a lot recently. It's really weird. Like, not in like athletic sandals, like not like sandals, but like those plastic athletic sandals, like from Adidas or something, like, you know, the black ones with socks. And sometimes it's like with athletic socks, but other times it's like with black socks, like nicer socks that are black. And I just don't understand why. Like, are you trying to match the black athletic sandal? Like create a whole aesthetic of black down your leg or something? Like, I don't know. But it's bad and it needs to stop. Because I feel if you're going to commit to putting on a sock, there should be commitment to a real shoe. Like, an actual shoe, like a tennis shoe or like a boot. Or, you know, just like a shoe. Not like a sandal. It's different. It just seemed so halfway to me. Like, putting on a sandal is like saying, you know, it's warm, and I don't want to put on a real shoe. I want my feet to be free and feel the breeze against my toes or something. So you put on a sandal. Makes sense. But putting on a sock with a sandal is like, it's just so halfway there. Like, does that tell me about you? You know, if you do that, like, are you just a commitment phobe in real life? Like, you can only halfway commit to something? I don't know, but I'm just saying that you need to stop. Like, I'm sure there are a lot of people in your life that care about you, and they feel really bad that you do that, and they want you to stop. So, please stop. I mean, I don't want to steal William Sled's stick about, like, fashion and his fame on YouTube, because that's his thing, and he's really great at it, so you should all go watch him too. But, I don't know, this weekend is going to be really awesome. I'm really excited. There's a lot of stuff going on, like athletic events I'm really, 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 really stoked about. Also just hanging out. Like, I'm just so glad I get to hang out with people this weekend. Like, makes me feel really popular, even though I know I'm not, but it makes me feel that way. But yeah, I'm getting really hungry, and I'm actually really tired, but I just wanted to make a video real quick and I guess rant about my life a little bit. I guess thanks for watching if you're watching this. Well, you wouldn't hear that if you weren't, so yeah, thanks. But I've got to get going, do some stuff, you know, eat. But hopefully I will see you again. Bye.